Hello everyone, welcome back to BJ Reviews. For today's review, it's going to be about the movie Vengeance, so let's get into it. Before we get into it, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any videos. If you've seen the movie, let me know down in the comment section below what you thought about it, what your opinions are of this movie itself, but let's get into it. Now, essentially with the movie Vengeance, it's about this writer who's from New York who is asked to visit this family in Texas because they thought he was the boyfriend of a victim, a girl who got murdered, and they want to do a podcast and try to figure out who done the murder. So he creates this podcast to try to follow the family and find out what happened to the girl who in their eyes was his girlfriend. And for me, this is one of those movies that I really enjoyed. I really liked what they did with this movie. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I read the synopsis, I didn't see the trailers because I wanted to be surprised with what's expected. But reading the synopsis, I thought it was going to be a good movie, but that surpassed my expectations. And I thought what they did with this movie was so well done. Basically with the character, the main character Ben, who's played by BJ Novak, he did such a fantastic job in the role. Him being this writer and going into this new place, use his writer's ability and trying to figure out what's going on, meeting the family and everything. He just, throughout the whole movie, his interactions between not just the family of the victim but meeting other characters from the town, he just came across so fun and enjoyable to watch and very down to earth. For me, some of the thoughts that he was projecting was what I was thinking as well throughout the movie. So I think he done a fantastic job, and his interactions with the victim's brother, who essentially is the one that called him to calm down, who's played by Boyd Holbrook. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. I love him in so many different roles that he's been in. He's a fantastic actor, and him and Ben, the two of them was so great together. And Ty, the character that he plays, one of those crazy people that just think that there's a conspiracy and want to kill whoever done it. He played that character so well, and they just came across so well. They the back and forth, it was just really great to watch. And what I've really enjoyed as well is that because basically Ben is in the state of Texas, and they used the state of Texas as a character in the movie, not in a negative way or a comedic way, but for me, I've never been to Texas, and some of the things that they say in the movie, it's not making fun of Texas in a bad way, but it uses that as a character. There's one scene or one dialogue in the movie where they say something along the lines of, "You don't call 911," which I'm guessing is something that is a lot of people in Texas think. And there's one particular scene where Ben is cheering the state of Texas, which comes across such a negative light in everybody else's eyes. They made Texas as a character, but for me it didn't come across as making fun of Texas in a bad way, but it made it really entertaining. And the lines and the dialect and the things that they would say about the state of Texas, I found it really interesting to watch and interesting to learn. And also some of the lines as well about it, I found it really funny. If you are from the state of Texas, you are watching this video, let me know what you thought about the comments and the things that they said about the state. If some of it's true, if not, let me know in the comment section down below, because I'd love to know what you thought about it. And another character as well that I honestly wasn't expecting to show up, because I said, I've never seen the trailer, Ashton Kutcher. I really liked what they did with his character. I really loved his character. I loved the things he would say, the speeches he would give was just really mind-blowing and really was genuine and made you think a lot. There's this little speech he gives at the end of the movie, and I won't spoil the exact speech or what happens or anything like that, but some of the things he says kind of points out to real life scenario, real life situations with the human race, basically what people think and what they do and like how everything is interpreted. I really liked his perspective and like what he said. And throughout the whole movie, the quotes and the lines that he would give, he really was like one of those standout characters. I have to give a huge shout out to Aston Kutcher. I loved him in this movie. Him, BJ Novak, and Boyd. Those three are like probably the three standout characters. But I have to give a shout out, like the family, like the victim's family, Ty's family, because you have like the mom, you have the grandma, and then you have the two sisters and the little boy, El Stupido, because there's even one scene where like Ben reveals to Ty, the older brother, like what his actual real name is, and he had no clue who it was. I thought the family really was like a well bonded, well gelled family, and they came across so genuine and so great to watch. Like you could honestly have a little show, a reality show just with that family, because they were really fun to watch, and like it was so heartwarming and genuine, like how they accepted him, how they accepted Ben, and like the interactions between each character with Ben. And like, while doing the podcast and doing the recording of like the crime and everything, like him interacting with them and him like asking the questions, finding out more answers, it just came across so well written. I have to give a shout out to that family. And so when it comes to the actual plot itself, I loved what they did with the plot. Like I said, it's like Ben doing a podcast trying to find out what happened to the victim, but like there's a lot of like ups and downs, a lot of twists and turns. What they did throughout the movie and like what they did through the storyline, it really surprised me, and surprised me in a good way. The storyline, like what they did throughout the movie with certain characters and certain like and certain elements in the movie itself, it really gives you a new perspective and a new way of looking at things. And I really liked what they did. Like when he's doing the podcast and you hear some of the recordings that he does on the recorder, because he's passing it back to somebody back in New York, when you hear his perspective and you see like the bigger picture, the bigger scope, it really was something that you just have to like sit back and admire. I honestly say I loved what they did. The only nitpick and criticism I have is that I felt like the ending, the reveal, was kind of like a bit quick and a bit rushed. Like it didn't give that time to like flesh out everything, and like you don't really know what happens, or like they didn't really flesh out what happens once the victims find out or anything like that. It's kind of like cut a little bit short. That's the only like negative I have of it. But I feel like the whole movie itself really was a great movie, and it's one of those movies that really caught me off guard and caught me by surprise for how great of a movie it was. This is one of those movies I think you would have to go see. This is one of those movies I definitely would recommend. It really is a great movie to watch. If you have seen the movie, and as I stated earlier, like if you are from Texas, please let me know like your thoughts of the movie in the comments of the state of Texas, and like what they said. Is some of it true? Is not what you thought? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have seen the movie though, also let me know down in the comment section below if you liked it or if you hated it. But this is my thoughts and my opinions of the movie here. If you haven't already though, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. I also have a Twitter, link is in the description down below. Please follow me on there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. This is BJ Reviews. Peace.